Okay, so where are we at? Well, we are in Massachusetts, as you can see, and we have an ex-detective accused of strangling pregnant woman he abused as teen and trying to make death look like suicide. Matthew Farwell is charged in the February 1st, 2021 death in Massachusetts of Sandra Birchmore, who weeks earlier had told him she was pregnant with his child, officials said. A former Massachusetts police detective accused of strangling a woman who had recently told him she was pregnant with his child and then staged the scene to appear as a suicide has been charged in her 2021 death, federal prosecutors said Wednesday. They allege that Matthew Farwell killed Sandra Birchmore years after he began grooming and, you know how YouTube is, abusing her as a youth in the Stoughton Police Explorers Academy. Yes, they need to do away with that too. I have been saying that. Keep the children away from the predators. Farwell was an instructor in the program designed to foster an interest in police work and worked for the Stoughton Police Department from 2012 to 2022. And he groomed her, impregnated her, killed her, and tried to make it look like a suicide. Farwell, 38, began having sex including while on duty with Birchmore when she was 15, Acting U.S. Attorney Joshua Levy said at a news conference Wednesday. She survived years of grooming, statutory, and then sexual violence, all at the hands of Matthew Farwell, Levy said. I don't know if they'll ding me for saying that. We'll find out. Farwell befriended her, contacted her online, and went to the library with her before he began committing, Levy said. Prosecutors said Farwell killed Birchmore, 23, on February 1st, 2021, in her Canton, Massachusetts apartment, when he could no longer control her, and his word began to get out that he had been having with her for years. He allegedly silenced her permanently, Libby said. Yeah, so she's 23 and he's 38. Just saying. Authorities initially ruled Birchmore death suicide because that's what he made it look like. Farwell had been charged with one count of killing a witness or victim. The FBI arrested him in Revere, Massachusetts on Wednesday. Lawyers for Farwell did not immediately respond to a request for comment. In October 2020, Birchmore told Farwell she wanted to have a baby, and he agreed to try and impregnate her, and if she stayed silent about his past behavior and their relationship, according to the motion prosecutors filed arguing for pretrial detention. Birchmore wanted to have a child and was excited about her pregnancy, but Farwell was not, and his behavior grew more erratic and dangerous. Well, I say Levi said. However, Birchmore told Farwell the child was his and began asking him about doctor's appointments, ultrasounds, and what information would be on the birth certificate, losing control. A month before Birchmore was killed, one of her friends told Stoughton Police that Farwell had been having with Birchmore, the indictment said. Mr. Farwell was losing control in late 2020, early 2021, and the information that Sandra Birchmore possessed about his illegal conduct was in danger of slipping out. In fact, we're starting to get out about their relationship less than 2 weeks before she was found dead, Levi said. After the friend came forward, 6'4" Farwell allegedly became violent with 4'10" Birchmore. He pushed her and put her in a chokehold, Levi said. Prosecutors said Farwell killed Birchmore hours before his wife delivered their third child. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. There's where we're at. You had to know it was only going to go downhill from there. Birchmore was strangled as a blizzard approached the Boston region, which prosecutors said would give Farwell cover for Birchmore's absence from work for days. Farwell concealed evidence in Birchmore's death, according to prosecutors, by telling her to delete evidence on her phone that they had before she was 16, repositioning her lifeless body and staging her apartment to look like the scene of a suicide, the motion said. He also lied to detectives with the Massachusetts State Police, the agency that initially investigated Birchmore's death, by telling investigators their relationship began in 2020. not 7 years earlier, and by saying he only had sex with her a few times, prosecutors said. He also allowed only limited consent to search his cell phone, the detention motion said. Troubling allegations. Birchmore's alleged abuse as part of the Police Explorers Club. As part of the Police Explorers Club was included in a Marshall Project investigation published in partnership with NBC News in May about abuse allegations on law enforcement explorer posts across the country. The program, created by the Boy Scouts of America, aims to teach teens and young adults about policing. Yes, here's what you need to know about police. They're criminals masquerading as law enforcement, and stay as far away from them as you can possibly stay. Justice Sandra Birchmore. How police officers prey on teens in the Boy Scouts Police Explorer program. Explorer Police overseen by the Boy Scouts. Explorer posts overseen by the Boy Scouts are supposed to foster an interest in policing. They have faced nearly 200 allegations of misconduct. Shocking. Get them all out. Get them out of the schools. Get them out. Get them away. Matter of fact, get them away from everybody. Can we just put them all on a big fucking ship, put them in the middle of the damn ocean all together, and just let them fish for their food? Can we do that? The news of Farwell's arrest came 2 years after Stoughton's police chief announced that Farwell and two other officers at the agency, including Farwell's twin brother, William, had inappropriate relationships with Birchmore. William Farwell has denied the allegations. The conclusion came from a lengthy internal affairs investigation prompted by Birchmore's death, said Chief Donna McNamara. Of course, gotta be a DEI chief, who called the former officer's behavior deeply disturbing. I wonder what else she knows about the officers that she's not saying. Through a sustained and deliberate combination of lies, deceit, and treachery, they violated the policies and the core value of the Stoughton Police Department. Oh my God, please stop saying that. We hear that all the time. McNamara said at the time, not to mention human decency. McNamara said that Farwell's brother began as youth. McNamara said the Farwell brothers began as youth participants in the Explorers Club under Robert Devine, the third former officer accused of having had an inappropriate relationship with Birchmore. Devine has denied the allegations. Devine, a former deputy chief of the Stoughton Police Department, has transformed the Explorers program from a scouting club into a paramilitary group that taught aspects of policing to young people. McNamara said, well, he turned in more than that. And paramilitary, please fucking stop. They're not military. They're never going to be military. They want military structure and rank. They want zero accountability. As a matter of fact, take all, no lieutenants, no sergeants. How about you're a fucking police officer and that's all you are? How about that's what they are? They're not military. They want to be military so bad they can't stand it. That's why they have on all the bat belt and all the fucking damn, the vest and the carriers and all the shit strapped to it. They want to be law enforcement so bad they can't stand it, but they're too big of pussies to go into law enforcement. So they want to be paramilitary, around military. They are not. They are not even close. They're a bunch of fucking punks with a gun and a badge, and as far as I'm concerned, they can all go. Like Matthew Farwell, William Farwell was also an instructor in the program in a town about 25 miles south of Boston, McNamara said. Before Birchmore entered the Explorers Club as a young teenager, she'd had a difficult childhood, but developed a deep admiration for police. According to a wrongful death suit her family filed against the Farwell brothers and Devine in 2022. Yes, because people used to, I keep saying back in the day, you could look up law enforcement. You could, and they were there. They would help you. You could talk to them. You could ask them questions. They would answer questions. You could stop in the department and talk to them. They'd be sitting on the side of the road in their patrol car. You could walk up, knock on the window. Can I ask you a question? Yeah, can I talk to you? Yeah, sure. You can see them in the store. They talk to you. Not anymore. They don't even want you to look in their direction. They are badge-heavy punks that have nothing better to do than apparently this. And to her, a young teenager, she had some attention. She wasn't getting attention. She wasn't getting help at home. So she figured, surely I can turn to law enforcement and they'll help me. And they did. Not probably the help she was looking for, but I'm just saying, get them all away from the children. People with oaths and duties to protect and serve led her to form relationships with men who were willing to take advantage of her, McNamara said. McNamara said Matthew Farwell was 27 when is alleged to have begun his relationship with Birchmore when she was 15. Internal Affairs investigation uncovered hundreds of messages and explicit exchanges between them that spanned years, McNamara said. The probe also showed that William Farwell introduced Birchmore to other men. She said, of course, McNamara said, all three men resigned before they could be interviewed. Asked about the other former officers Wednesday, Levi would not comment. Yes, my comment is no comment, and they have resigned while they are under investigation. It's total bullshit. They bring them all in and throw them all in prison. The department recommended that their certifications as police officers be permanently revoked so they cannot serve in law enforcement anywhere in the country, McNamara said. Lawyers for William Farwell and Devine did not immediately respond to requests for comment about the status of their decertifications. Yes, their comment is always no comment. This will fall from the headlines. Something bigger will come up. Before you know it, they'll have killed somebody. In a statement Wednesday, McNamara said it had been her priority for the last 3 years to ensure justice in the case. Sandra Birchmore received no justice during her life, she said. It is imperative that justice be served in her death, and today's actions appear to bring our society one step closer to justice, does it? Maybe she knows something about this video up here we're about to watch. Let's see how close to justice we get.
This is video of former Stoughton Police Officer Matthew Farwell being arrested this morning in Revere by FBI SWAT officers. A bombshell in the years-long investigation into what happened to Sandra Birchmore. This is video of former Stoughton Police Officer Matthew Farwell being arrested this morning in Revere by FBI SWAT officers.
He allegedly attempted to cover his tracks to literally try and get away with murder. And he almost did, until today.
According to the 45-page federal indictment unsealed today, Farwell allegedly killed Birchmore by strangulation on February 1st, 2021. Her death originally ruled as suicide by the state medical examiner. This indictment painting a graphic picture of the relationship between the two, who, according to court paperwork, met when Birchmore joined the Stoughton Police Department's Explorers program. The indictment going on to say that Farwell groomed Birchmore and started allegedly sexually abusing her when she was 15 years old.
Our investigation also uncovered additional evidence that is inconsistent with someone choosing to die by suicide. In the hours leading up to Sandra's death, she reached out to a photographer to inquire about booking a newborn photo shoot. She also reached out to a friend about obtaining baby clothes.
As for what took so long, considering Birchmore was found dead in February 2021, the acting U.S. attorney saying federal investigators started looking into Birchmore's death about a year ago, uncovering critical new evidence and re-examining old evidence.
Let me be clear. Matthew Farwell's gun and badge did not grant him authority to violate the Constitution. And it certainly didn't entitle him to sexually exploit, abuse, and rape a child before killing her and her unborn baby in an attempt to cover up his alleged crimes.
Did you know with a hole saw and a crescent wrench, you can
I'm not sure if that was the end of that one.
install a Mr.
But of course, we have to have an ad.
For contractors, there's no brazing or all that other stuff. It's comfort when you want it, how you want it, any day of the year. Let's go. Get yours today at MrCoolDIY.com.
Let's go. Tonight, Sean Carter met.
Maybe that was the end of that one. Alrighty then. So, this is where we're at. I'm just saying. You can't make this up. It is absolutely ridiculous. And every time you turn around, it's another one.
Well, it's official.
So, let me know what you think about this degenerate. Also, 90% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. So, feel free to click the button. You're at your computer. You got your phone in your hand. The button's right there. Let me know what you think about this one. Like and share, and I'm out.